Hello there, I'm Aldrahill, and welcome to Europa Universalis for Rights of Man. So the new expansion is here, and that means I'm starting a new series. I'm going to be playing Ethiopia, and we're going to be trying to get in the achievements A Blessed Nation and Prester John. Prester John is an old one, where you have to get a couple of provinces in the Mamelukes and the Holy Lands and the Ottomans. Not too difficult, but Blessed Nation is a little bit harder. As a Coptic nation, you need to control 5 Coptic holy sites, which is a new feature of the DLC, and basically Coptic faith people now have their own holy sites, Iskandria, Axum, and Keras, Ibrum, and Yerevan. And so once you control, or rather once a Coptic person controls all of them, so Axum is the only one currently, and it's controlled by me. Once you control them, you then get to pick a lovely patriarchal blessing from the Coptic leadership. And basically this means you get all 5 of them when you finally got all of them. So we're going to try to get that achievement. It's a little bit difficult. Not very hard, but it's hard because Ethiopia is a little bit difficult. And you've got to make sure you do things absolutely perfectly. Otherwise you'll get screwed. Because there's quite a lot of really strong nations. So I haven't played the game super much recently. I've been so into Hearts of Iron, but I'm really looking forward to getting back into it. So if I look stupid with some of the Cossacks features, do yell at me in the comments, please, and tell me how much of an absolute fool I am. So basically our first steps, we need to start to secure the Horn of Africa. We need to start become very powerful and strong. I'm moving my chair forward so I'm more comfortable. And putting ourselves in a really strong position to fight the Mamluks in about 30 or so years. And hope that the Mamluks don't kill us. So very first steps, guys. First things you want to do is set your rivals. Your missions tell you right now to get sea access in Massawa. You don't want to do that. The very first province you want is Kaffa, because it's a gold province, and it'll allow you to make a crap ton of really sweet, sick cash. Sweet, sick, that's right. So, what you do, it's a pretty common EU4 trick, I'm sure most people know about it. You set your rival to Kaffa, your mission changes, prioritizes getting one from here, and so then it's Conquer Wayata, so it gives you a free claim. Bam. Then we set our other rivals, and we set it to Alodia, and Adal. So this is going to be a bit of a guide towards the achievement, because I've been playing quite a bit recently since the press release. But alongside that, whoop, my chair fell. It's going to be a let's play. It's going to be showing you guys every move. If you think I'm stupid, please tell me, and we'll talk about it. So the very first Coptic faith blessing, I've been dithering between send monks to establish monasteries for the 1.5% missionary bonus, or core creation costs. Discipline isn't super valuable this early in the game. Manpower recovery speed, you'll see why, but not important. And legitimacy not important just yet. I was originally going missionary strength for that conversion, but I will be going religious ideas first to get us that wonderful Casus Belli, but also to get the extra missionaries and divine supremacy for that 3% missionary strength, which is amazing. So what that really means is that we're going to have plenty of missionary strength eventually anyway, and you pick this for basically the leader's life, right? I think it's leader's life. It might be the whole faith. Whatever. We're going to pick core creation cost because we need admin points for religious ideas. So we're going to core creation cost, promote territorial rights. Perfect. Another cool thing about playing Ethiopia, guys, there's so many dynamic historical events. My chair keeps sinking. So, sorry, first steps is we go rival Kaffa, rival Alodia, and Adal, because those are our main contenders for being the bad peoples. Oops, don't want to do that. So that'd be fine. So making sure I actually click the right ones. Wonderful. We don't really have the money right now to put an advisor, but what we first of all do is we go administrative focus, because we desperately want to get to Tech 5 and get our first idea group. Then we mothball all forts, because we don't need them. Click yes, and remove the automatically raised maintenance during the war, because you don't care about that. We send a merchant to our own collect trade Majigger. Thingamajigger. Thingamajoo. Ooh, Thingamajoo. Who knows? And then, straight away, build 4 troops. Infantry, because we don't have the money to support cavalry divisions right now. And we send these guys down to Hadiba, so as to start sieging on Wilata. We also, then because of that lovely espionage change in recent times, we start building a spy network in Alodia and in Adal, because we need to do that to be able to make lovely claims. We don't need to start converting to Coptic just yet, because it takes too long, frankly. It just takes too long. And that's basically your first moves. And of course, this. Oh! That's nice. Okay, so we had to make our general. I didn't want to make a general and lose military points. The king is 4, and the heir is 3. We want the heir to die, because we will get excellent amounts of... we'll get wonderful heirs, because I think we actually do have an increased chance of getting heirs. But alongside that, we are also going to get a queen consort through an event, and that queen consort is going to give us some really, really cool effects, and we're going to gain an increased chance of having heirs, because our heir's a bit shit, so hopefully he'll die. So we'll give the heir command. When if it's a battle that's really important, the king can do it, but the heir can have it for now. So the plan is, basically, we declare war on Kaffa the moment 11th of December rolls around. Ooh, and here's our first dynamic event. Once Axum was the capital of the ancient Ekamite Empire. Blah, 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 blah. The greatest of them all, our Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion, is the place where we crown our emperors, descendants of Menelik I, who was son of King Solomon and Queen of Sheba. It is here that he brought the Ark of the Covenant. Every year, thousands of pilgrims come across the reaches of our empire and visit this holy place. And so once more, Axum will shine with infinite glory, giving us 10 free prestige. Fantastic. So, as soon as 11th of December rolls around, we are going to declare war. We will have a massive advantage, and we will be able to take Kaffa. One big reason why we want to take Kaffa instead of maybe getting an early attack on Adal is, one, we can't handle the rebellion risk from doubling the size of our nation. But two, it's because these are Coptic. And this will, except for Gamela, which is fetishist, but that'll be very easy to convert. And because it's Coptic, that's going to allow us to improve our religious unity. Because right now our religious unity is hurting us because we're getting extra corruption and national unrest. So this is the problem between conversion cost and that, but I think we'll be fine. I think getting admin power so we can rush religious ideas can be better. I need to remember to play this slowly. If I don't, then I will die. I've been known to sometimes speed through the game a bit. Beautiful. So we're going to take Willata. And straight away, we're going to move on to their fort. We have a 3-shock general, which is fantastic. Neither of them has siege, so we'll just keep it to the air, because obviously the air dies, it's not a big deal, frankly. And what we want to do is we want to just absolutely annihilate their troops, so as to make sure that we're ready. So we're actually going to keep our troops over here. We're going to put an extra 1,000 there to deter them. And that should stop any ideas they might have. Good stuff. We'll move all our troops over here and prepare for a lovely invasion. Because obviously we only need... Actually, we only need 6,000 troops, so let's do this. This will ensure that we actually do crush them nicely. And off we go. Oh, you bastards. Come on. March together. We're now going to attack them and just crush their army, because frankly, I'd rather just do it as soon as possible, because I don't want them sitting there having the ability to raise more troops. Oh, damn. They're going to get there a bit soon. Hope that doesn't screw me. No, it's fine. Good stuff. Okay, 26th of March, they'll be there. This siege is going fine. There's no general in this area, which is sad, but that's okay. Beautiful. They're just letting it happen. Okay. And there's no river. Yes, we get -1, but we're going to be fine. We'll crush them without a problem. They have 1 shock, so we have 2 shock on them. Perfect. And we have more cavalry. Look at that shock damage. Oh, this is a really nice start, guys. And we completely and totally killed them. So we're going to move out of the way to avoid attrition. And that is a really fantastic start. Like a ridiculously good start. So now we just get to wait. We get to improve our religious unity by getting a bunch of really nice provinces. Then we can start considering invading other people. So we'll probably then do the mission to take Massawa, because it's a nice province. Also, it is Coptic as well. There are provinces here that are Coptic, however, a few of them are Sunni. In other playthroughs I've done of this, I attack both at the same time because they normally ally, but I realize they don't ally if you attack the second you can. So it means I can just grab them very quickly and don't even worry about A. No one cares about this place of the world. So this is the event that will always happen for Ethiopia, the itinerant capital. So in order to control a diverse empire, the Solomonids have never established a permanent capital. Instead, it travels from chief to chief every few months. While it's hard to establish an administrative continuity, it does have its benefits. And so basically you can choose gain a stability, which would be really, really nice, or actively encourage the cultural conversion, and we lose an unrest for 10 years. So we go down unrest for 10 years and get stability cost modifier and culture conversion cost. The thing is, it's nice, but it's only a 10-year bonus, and it just reduces rest by half. But each point of stability improves it by 1. So why would we not do that? And it also provides a buffer against future stability loss. So we gain that stability, and that's going to really help with our national unrest reduction. And this grabbing of Kaffa very early, we're also going to destroy the forts as well. So this grabbing of Kaffa very early basically ensures that we can be really powerful. I think we're only going to gain like 1 force limit, but one thing we're going to do is when we ask for peace, we're also going to rob them blind and take all their money. And all that money is going to be a wonderful buffer for mercenaries in the event we get attacked. Helen of Ethiopia. Okay, new consort. So early in his reign, married the daughter of one of the Muslim chiefs of the kingdom. As the young woman converted and said her vows to Ethiopian emperor, there was no way to know that this would turn out to be the most influential persons in Ethiopian politics for years to come. Eleni or Helen. Oh, her name is Eleni, but she's also known as Helen. All right, and she becomes the new consort, 443. To the House of Hadia. Everlasting friendship. So that place becomes the seat of strong aristocrats, and they get reduced of unrest, but also it's a lot more difficult to convert them. Oh god, please say it's not. Please say. Where is Gojam? We have to click it. Where is Gojam? Yes, it's Coptic. Okay. Actually, I think it can actually only come from state religion anyway. So yeah, that's new features. We get consorts, we have lovely wives, and basically in the event of our king dying, we go into a regency, she'll become our new ruler, and she can affect things, and I believe her statistics do affect things as well, which is really nice. So that's awesome. Also, another reason of good Ethiopia, guys, look at these ridiculous stats. Nagusa Nagastera Jakob Solomoninid. He has 655, which is fantastic. And along with the most recent change in the new DLC of Rights of Man, expansion I should say, leader traits, my friend. Look at that. He is a zealot, so we get an extra missionary strength, and he's righteous, so we get extra legitimacy. And in another 15 or 14 years now, he'll get another personality trait. Our heir is fertile, so we'll have a chance more likely to marry, and more likely the AI will be more likely to marry, but he'll have more heirs. Hopefully he'll be dead by then. And also in combat, they can gain traits. I was hoping that the heir would gain a combat trait, but he didn't. That's fine. So we're going to reduce our eye maintenance now, because we don't really need it. And then, I mean, it's going to be amazing. Ooh, new era. We received word from Inderta about a group of commoners gathering in the countryside at regular intervals. They have worshippers of the Lord. They intend to build a place of worship, and increased funds would likely speed the place along. So we can either lose 35 ducats, but gain prestige and monthly autonomy change of minus 0.05%, or lose 10 prestige. Inderta has 25% autonomy. Ah, but it can't be lower because it's... Ah. I want it to go down. But I like the prestige anyway, so... That's fine. We might have to move these guys away from the clergy then. Because at the moment they have the clergy under their control. I don't want that. So on 11th of November, if I can remember, I'll remove them away from the clergy. Because it's a valuable province. And I'll give it to myself, and I'll give the clergy some of the crap heap. So obviously, since the Cossacks DLC, there's the ideas of estates. We need to manage the boroughs, the clergy, and the nobility. I'm not going to be playing around them too much, but they're going to be useful later on, and you'll see. At the moment, we can afford an advisor, but I really want to build up a nice big bank of money first. We're also building a spy network in all the relevant countries. In fact, I'm going to build a spy network here as well, which will be nice. And then we can declare peace, and I'll move it away and I'll move one away where necessary. The problem is, of course, we do want a little bit of peacetime after this war because we are suffering some attrition. Ethiopian ideas do actually give us minus 10% attrition, which is fantastic. But yeah, let's go over the Ethiopian ideas. They get minus 10% land attrition and 0.05 reduction of autonomy change, which is really nice. And the first two ones, we get prestige, new heir, fort defense. It's a bit lame, to be honest. But the extra missionary is nice, and the core creation cost is nice, as is the infantry combat ability. But But yeah, the attrition thing will help us quite a bit. So arid 1, siege 1, -10, 1.8. It helps. It does help. So unfortunately, because of that missionary strength thing, it's too difficult to convert any provinces. But that's okay. It's going to take about 4 years to do it. Okay, so now I'm just going to fabricate a claim right there. Beautiful. Stop building a spy network. And then sue for peace and take it all. And alongside that, we're going to take 83 of their monies. Yes, it's going to give us some inflation, but it means we're going to have a nice bank of money, which is fantastic. Amazing. Look at that. Oh, so we lost 3,281 men. That's okay, frankly. It's honestly fine. Yes, we've lost some men, but it's a wonderful victory. And look, another feature of the DLC is that we get to see the exact number of people who have died from each side and nations responsible for those casualties. Obviously, only one nation aside, but that's all right. I think those are like tribal peoples. So this is fantastic. So now we're quite wealthy, and because we finished the mission, we have a 10% increase of manpower recovery speed and an extra prestige for 10 years. So that's great. So we now need to make sure we core all our provinces. We have a new mission, which is to get the sea through Massawa, which we're going to do because I would like to be able to grab those Coptic provinces as well, because they're going to give us a little bit of money, but also give us more manpower and basically just prepare us and be awesome. There's also the idea of a Lothian, but we'll deal with that later. So we'll grab this. Perfect. Gives us a free casus belli. Next, we need to make sure we reduce corruption. So we need to spend more money on rooting out corruption, because right now it's plus 02. So 1. Perfect. We're going to completely destroy this fort because it's absolutely unnecessary. And then we're going to increase the autonomy of these provinces because I do not want to have to deal with rebels. I frankly cannot. I just can't. At this time. In fact, I'm actually tempted to... I am tempted to do it for here as well, because although it will reduce our money, it's going to mean we don't have to suffer endless rebels. Because it is going to be in 62 for 2 years, so I'm probably going to just improve autonomy. And it goes down, so in every 10 months, every year it'll go down by 2. So it's going to hurt us in the short term, but in the long term it's going to be worth it. Awesome, look at that. And then we can build an extra soldier. In fact, we can actually afford him to be a cavalry unit, which would be nice. So there's no more rebellion risk. Our money's gone up really nicely. And yes, the clergy now demand an estate. What a bunch of douchebags. Oh no, we'll just leave them. We'll give them the clergy. We'll give them Illuberdo, because I don't really care about them. Then it's basically, I just want to make sure, once they're cored, I will then start building more of a spy network on these guys. So we're going to push them on Herrera. Grab claims whenever we can, really. So then we're going to try and get some more claims on Medjugorje. Damn. Not so great. Crap, crap, crap. So Alodia just declared war. That's very unfortunate. And they are allied with Merhan. So that's unfortunate because that means that they're going to push really deeply onto Medjugorje. And I wanted them to take them myself. Well, we still can. We absolutely still can. I think we need to rush over there a lot faster because all their troops aren't even here. Wait, what? Oh no, wrong nation. It's Alodia that's doing this. Balls. That's okay. That's alright. It just means they're going to be that much weaker. So that's fine. Awesome. Okay. Alright, I think we can do this. So we'll continue in the next episode. Sorry for the vibrating phone just then. I think it's very good. We managed to expand our run by 4 big provinces, including a sexy gold province. And as soon as it's cored, I'll be ramping up the production to about 5. Spending some of my Diplo points just to increase that because, oh yes, obviously increases the chance the mine will deplete, but it is pretty fantastic for that early boost of revenue. In comparison to the other countries, it's giving me like double monies. And we're going to try and get the other gold provinces as well, because there are a few other gold provinces there are 4 down here in Mutapar, and there's 1 over here. The end goal is to basically get religious ideas and mass expand all the way down here until we get to Mutapar. Probably about 50 years time, have Mutapar, just annex it all, get those gold provinces, and then have the money to sustain a huge army, go quantity ideas, and rush Mamelukes. So that's the basic guide, guys. So I was Aldrahill, and I will continue to be. And this has been Europa Universalis for Rights of Man. And we've been Ethiopia. I'm looking forward to seeing the next episode, guys. If you enjoy it, please do let me know. And tell me if I'm being a complete scrub. And subscribe if you enjoy. Bye-bye.